Very loud, very fast, powerful and mean. Who doesn't want a raw 60s classic muscle car? And this is my 1969 Chevrolet Camaro.
Since he was a kid, Kieran loved watching cars on the big screen, but as soon as he got his licence, he had to get his hands on something with star quality.
That led me to buy the 1969 Camaro the day before my 18th birthday. It was a bit of a spur of the moment thing.
The car was a full-on wreck and needed a lot of work.
It was very naive of me to jump in because it was a very big restoration.
Despite having zero experience at restoring cars, Kieran was able to use his training as an aviation engineer to get his Camaro flying again. It took him 3.5 years and $28,000, but now he's got a car that could easily star in its own movie.
The car arrived pretty much as a birdcage. The gearbox was actually given to me in a very oil-soaked cardboard box. There was no glass in it, the engine was out and just on a pallet. It was my first ever engine rebuild, so I decided, well, just jump right in. I took everything back down to the bare block and slowly rebuilt it up, and it turns out the engine was in pretty good condition. One of the main things I wanted to keep was the original dash, along with the steering wheel as well. This thing here was with the car from factory. I've obviously got some aftermarket items, such as the altimeter tack, and also I run full electronic AEM gauges. The rest of it itself has got all the original speedometer and AC gauges. And the seats, I completely ripped them down to a bare metal frame, welded up what was needed. I then put the foam in and the fabric over the top and used the original hog ring to really tie it in together as it was from factory.
When it came to the bodywork, it wasn't a single-man job. Kieran pulled in some favours and left the paintwork in mint condition.
We just took care of all the panel alignment, all the metal work, and then eventually did the paint job and everything for it. It was so close to being metallic blue, and we just turned right at the last minute, and he nearly went the standard flat black, and I said, let's just go to like a grey. I wanted to go to a bluer grey, and he wouldn't let me. We settled on a grey rather than a black, and I can't see it in any other colour now.
This car originally ran a 396 6.5 litre big block V8 with a 4-speed manual Muncie transmission. However, last winter I decided to engine swap this to a more modern engine. This is the LM7 5.3 litre. It's got a Holley Sniper EFI throttle body matched with the Terminator X ECU. Custom valve covers. I've got my brake booster and master cylinder here, which is mated with a Hurst shifter line lock, which locks up the front wheels, which helps me do a few burnouts. The fastest I've been in this car is about 150 miles an hour. It definitely has a lot more room to go faster. It is a pleasure to drive. The general public love it. Reaction is always great to see. All those hours and time and money spent is definitely worth it. This car is very special to me purely because I saw it at its worst. Then to carry it out 3.5 years, it really made me realise that anything is doable and anyone can do this.